Hey everybody, it's editor Izach here. Um, just so you know, uh, this episode, as you can tell, is very late and not at all in line with the schedule. Um, and yeah, deal with it, I guess. I don't know what to tell you, dog. Um, but here's the episode that we filmed in, I think, May or June. So a lot of the topics we talk about will not be relevant at all. Um, but hopefully we'll be more consistent. I'm gonna go edit episode 3 now. So um, uh, also you'll be able to tell that this is recorded at the same time as episode 2. Anyways, uh, here is the podcast.
Recording. Um, okay. Hello again. Definitely not recorded on the same day as
Hey
episode
guys,
2.
are we gonna do a clap sync?
Oh, do we want to?
I'm saying, do we need to?
Um, yeah,
Guys,
probably. You'll have to work
same water.
backwards. You'll have to do the clap sync and then work backwards to make sure the beginning is also synced up.
Huh?
What if what if we both Oh no, it's flashing again. What if we do the clap sync at the end of the audio? And then it's why would stop. Oh, the button does something? Okay, whatever. What if we do the clap sync at the end of the episode, and then you have to just line up the ends, and then it'll.
Yeah, okay. Works
We should probably
works
do it
for
now,
me.
or else we're gonna
The only thing
forget.
that's gonna suck is syncing the audio between me and you.
No, that's what I mean.
Well, actually, it
Is
won't be that hard.
singing up the audio.
All right. Well, we
Whatever.
gotta remember to do a clap sync at the end.
We're gonna forget though.
You told me to do it at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're doing it at the end.
Okay.
This is staying in, by the way.
Yeah, this is in. This is in.
Okay. Hi, welcome to Therapy Circle. This is our podcast where we talk about whatever we want to, because we can. This button still change it? Nope.
Nope.
All right. Oh, I don't.
It's fine. As
I don't-
long wait,
nope.
are we
Nope.
using
Okay.
are you using your phone? Okay.
No.
This is gonna be great footage. The
I told you. So my video app
the
won't
three
work.
the three
Hold on. I
is always
showed.
better.
I showed. I showed him. I guess I can show them our audience. My phone camera works fine. It responds. It moves. It's fine. When I click on video, oh, it's working now. Okay, whatever. It's too late.
Wait.
I'm already dedicated. We're gonna deal with the flashing webcam for this whole
Yeah.
thing.
Which basically means most of the
Um,
footage is gonna be me.
Yeah.
So.
I think you should leave it as me flashing the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
time.
You're
I think
flashing
it'll,
our
it'll
audience.
look really good. Whoa! Don't say that.
It's true.
Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh! Stop.
Doug, you're not gonna be able to make it
Okay.
better.
I know. Okay, I'm hosting today, and I would like to ask the other individual here. What? Who are you? What's your problem? I'm talking to you, dipshit.
There's no one else here.
I will leave this
No,
call
no,
right
you
now.
can't. You can't.
our
You're
our
locked.
episode 3 will be
You're
3 minutes
locked
long.
in. You are locked in. But my name's Izach,
Hi, Isaac.
and my problem is you're trying to leave the freaking podcast on episode 3. You're being real serious, man. You can't do this.
All right. Well, that sucks.
Who are
for
you? Who are you? Who
hello.
are you?
Hello. I am Aiden.
Aiden.
My problem is this is a half-baked idea for our topic today,
Yeah. Well, really, like,
but I think it'll be
last
interesting.
5 minutes baked. So,
Yeah.
It's okay. I didn't even have a topic. I just scrolled for the last episode.
Yeah.
So,
I don't have Twitter,
Well,
so
it's called X. So.
uh-huh.
Of course you don't have Twitter.
I
You're
hate
welcome.
you. I hate you so much. I literally can't keep a straight face when you do that because it's so stupid.
What are you doing? What?
Today our topic is is friendship dynamics or friends and how that has changed
I thought
through our very long lives. 'Cause
I
we're
thought you
definitely
said
30.
childhood.
Yeah, like friendship
Oh, okay.
dynamics and how it's changed through like from childhood to
Okay.
now.
Okay. I got you.
It's like when I was 7, I didn't have a podcast.
Well, clearly you should have been on that grind set. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Clearly. When I was 9, I was drop shipping, so and look where I am now.
I hate you.
You're welcome. Continue with what you were saying.
No, I'm
okay.
opening it up.
Thank you guys for watching.
Childhood friendship dynamics.
That's
Go
the
ahead.
end of episode 3. I hope you enjoyed.
5 minutes in.
Listen, 5 minutes is a long time. Okay. That's all I gotta say.
Stop using that voice.
Why?
It's so stupid.
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep eating my chips.
Oi, bro, you got some crisps on you. You got a packet of crisps.
That's not how people in Lithuania talk.
No, but I've been to Britain. Listen, it's like a hop, skip, and a jump away. Okay.
Have you been to Britain? Hold on.
No, I've only been to Lithuania and Greece. I don't like traveling that much. Have you been anywhere? You live in Belgium, so like you live in a tiny ass country, so.
Stop saying we live in Belgium.
What do you mean? You do.
Okay. Today we're talking about childhood dynamics and friends, and how that has changed through our 30 years of life.
Yeah,
We're definitely 30.
We are canonically 30, so. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you want to start? Because I don't know what I want to.
Give me a second.
I need an idea as to what I need to think about.
No, like I did a clap. Hold on.
You did the clap sync too early.
Mother, are you going to bed?
Oh.
All right. Good night, Dad.
Asked his mother and then said, "Dad." What a nerd.
What?
You said, "Are you going to bed, Mother?" And then you said, "Okay, good night, Dad."
I said father.
Oh.
Dad, did I call you mother?
It sounded like you said mother. Also, why do you say
Dad, did I call you mother?
Father?
No, I don't think so. Okay.
It says father, bro.
Sam, right.
You're
I did.
30 years
Shut up.
old. Get out of here, bro.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to talk
See
to
my
you
escape key that I broke?
No, I don't.
I keep it right here.
I don't like you.
All right, okay, what are we talking about? I don't know what we were talking about.
Yes. Good night, mother.
That sounded like you said mother.
No, I did because you walked up and said good night, daughter.
Oh, okay. No, I mean the first time.
Yeah. Okay. We were talking about friendship dynamics and how that is.
I'm trying to figure out what you mean by that.
Well, so when I went to a public school in, the big town south of us. I'm not gonna say the name of it.
What city in Belgium?
Yes, ChatGPT. I'm gonna open specifically ChatGPT, not Google, and I'm going to say, name a town in Belgium, and it better be a riddle.
Read what it says.
In land of chocolate, beer, and lace lies a town where charm and history embrace. Bruges, it's called, with canals so wide, where swans in reflections and waters glide. a medieval treasure standing still in time with cobbled streets and belfry chime. In this town, the pest whispers to all beneath the moon's gentle nightfall.
Oh,
So it's called Brudges.
Grudges.
um,
It's a real place.
oh, I thought ChatGPT was lying to me. Thank goodness you've
It's a
confirmed.
real place. No, I was talking about Belgium.
Okay.
I thought Belgium was fake.
Anyway, I went to a public school in a larger town than the one I go to now.
Yes.
Or it was I guess it was technically a military kind of school. Whatever. Uh, Going there, I went there for kindergarten through second grade, and I had my little friend group that I grew up the whole
Yeah.
time with, and it was um I was very much probably the dumb kid of the group. Of it was like because I didn't really have a personality, which I mean I kind of blame on having an older brother. Of it was he did everything, and I was always kind of like the side character, being like, yeah,
You were an NPC as a kid.
yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Good.
So it was like all my friends were the same thing. Like the first time I stayed at a friend's house, I went to his house and he played Skyrim the whole time, and I just sat there and watched him. Like I had no problem with that.
You would
I
be.
sat there and I watched
You
him play
would be
Skyrim for
a
several
great
hours.
Twitch mod.
Shut up. Well, so I mean, I say I had no problem. It was annoying, right? Like, 'cause it's like it was a game I'd never seen before. Any like, it was a good hour of just showing me cool things you could do in the
Yeah.
game. Like, oh hey, this is a magic spell you can do, and then he just did it. It's like, oh, that's cool. I wish I could
Mhm.
play. Didn't let me.
They never do.
Well, so it's like with that friend dynamic, like, I was always basically just an NPC. My other friend, when I stayed at his house, he was super into like Skylanders and
Mhm.
stuff, which, I mean, in all honesty, I mean, literally, I was too bored to be into it. Like, we barely owned a Wii, let alone the game, the
Yeah.
portal, all the characters you have to put on top of it. It was like even now, if I wanted to try and get into what Skylanders was, it would be so expensive just for me
Yeah.
to do it. So with that, it's like I had no idea what Skylanders was, and it was a whole like the whole night of playing Skylanders, and I was like, I don't know anything about this. I'm horrible at this, and it was like that's what our friendship dynamic
Mhm.
was. And as I've gotten older, it's changed pretty drastically. Of like I mean, like right now, you and I mean, we both kind of play main character. Of we can sit here, we can talk for 45 minutes to an hour of just about
Yeah.
us, and we don't have any problem with it because it's just because we have so much happening
I
all
know.
the time.
That brings me to an interesting idea. I want to come back to this topic, but the idea of a main character, because not everybody is the main character of their life, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of people are side characters.
Yeah.
But also with that, you start to realize a random person you see on the street has their own life, and they've lived up until this point of they've existed up until you've seen them and you just haven't known about them. They've had they've
Mhm.
had similar struggles to you. They've had similar experiences as you. And it's just insane to think about, like,
So there's all those memes about it
yeah.
too, right? It's like the oh, it's so hard to believe everybody I flip off on the highway is also a real
Yeah,
person
right?
and not just a
Yeah.
car NPC.
Video games have not helped this at all.
Yeah, no.
You're just like, oh, well, it's whatever. He's just another dude. But at some
Yeah,
point, it just is another dude. Because I'm just another dude. You're
yeah.
watching this on your yeah, that thing.
Uh-huh.
And
A
you're
cell
like, who the
phone?
heck is this guy? Who the heck
Yeah.
is this guy?
Oh my gosh, stupid.
And that's all.
Keep talking.
That's all
Keep
I'm
going.
saying.
Keep going.
That's all I'm saying.
I'll try to fix this. I'll just click this button until it fixes itself again.
Well, I guess going back to childhood, do you want to finish what you were talking about?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just gonna slowly work out my way into like literally
Yeah.
now of it's like, um, I was in a public school like the that town public school until
Burgess.
second grade,
Burgess.
in which I moved.
No, Burgess.
Yeah, the Burgess public school until I moved to where we are now, and it was I had a
sorry, I was trying to find another town.
I had a very difficult time adjusting to living here, if that makes sense. If it was in third grade, I was suspended, like out of school suspension, I think 2 times, 2 or 3 times. The first one was just because I mean I was an angry kid. I had anger issues pretty bad. I think I lost like a card game or something, and then I got mad and squeezed a kid's arm, and then broke his skin with my nails.
Good.
Which was enough to get me out of school suspension for 5 days, which is crazy. But it was also like the one in our town that we live in. I feel like it'd be just easier to just say what town it is and
No,
then
you
just
can't.
bleep it out later.
No, because then it ruins the joke. It ruins the joke. I mean, it's not a joke.
Okay.
I live in Lithuania and he lives in Belgium.
Yeah.
He lives in Burgess.
Yeah.
Or lived in Burgess.
I lived in Burgess, Belgium.
Sorry to anybody who lives in Burgess. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Now, anybody who lives in Tallahassee.
Whoa! Keep the hate for Tallahassee going.
I am on the Tallahassee hate train. Oh my gosh. Hate Tallahassee.
So what? Shut up, dude. Oh my goodness. So moving here, I had a ton of issues adjusting. Right, like it was the first time I got suspended was because I broke a kid's skin, which is like okay, that's a valid reason to get suspended. Like it was violent. The second time, it was like me and like 4 other kids were on the playground throwing rocks, which I'm pretty sure is a universal experience for every single person.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Of they've thrown rocks at the playground.
I
but
think
of like the 5 people throwing them, I'm the only one who got suspended simply because I was on their list of like, oh, he's been suspended before.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure like at the bus stop, we started throwing rocks at cars.
Oh no!
I think either that or it was ice. Either way, still not good at all. Luckily, I don't think we broke any windshields or anything or any windows.
You can barely even tell that I'm shaking my head.
Like you
it's just
look
with the camera.
Look like you're
it just
spasming. Like you.
It just. I've got to go way out here, shake my head.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, it was so funny though. We were so stupid. That bus stop, I have a lot of memories at that bus stop though. Because we used to do so many things.
You can't tell I'm nodding either.
You kind of. You look like you want to nod, but you're like slightly paralyzed or something.
But like my neck hurts or something.
You got whiplash the other day.
It's like
somebody ran into your front bumper, and it was their fault. So you're like,
oh god, let's not talk about car wrecks. That's a different episode.
Oh yeah. No,
we can get another different episode.
That'll be a different episode.
Yeah. Well, so once I was suspended, I mean I had found my group there. Like it was do you know Legend?
I've heard the name.
Okay. Well, he's in our grade. He lived down the road from me. We were friends for a little while. Fun fact, he broke my front tooth. Like this one.
Yeah.
My fake tooth, he's the one who broke it. And he was like we were close, whatever. And he was my friend from 3rd to 4th grade, like 3rd to like the middle of 4th grade or so. When we just kind of separated because I found another friend group, and he was and kind of still is one of the more popular kids, more jock type now. Well, from 4th grade to like 7th grade, pretty much, my friend group was like Chase and Bryce and Mac, and that was my friend group was us 4, and it was I still played a very heavy role of. I just heard a very loud thud. Okay. Anyway, I played a very heavy role of. I was like, I wasn't a main character. I was just a very NPC type person of like, yeah,
Yeah.
and that was really
Yeah.
it. It was. I mean, I still have those moments of like, between you and I would say, I don't mean this in any rude way. You're more of a main character than I am. Of it's like, I just want to have a good time, and I don't really care what the hell's
Yeah.
happening. So like, I have a very like,
Yeah.
mood about a lot
I
of
think
stuff.
part of that is I'm I guess I'm scared of not mattering in a way, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
I mean in the fact that well, I want to be successful in like what I do, and I want to have like meant something I wanted to create something that meant a lot to people, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like how cuz that's how I was impacted as a kid is I love Zelda. I've brought this up before, but I love Zelda and it's my favorite video game probably hands down. And
Yeah.
that game impacted me. Those games impacted me so much as you can see. It's not
Excuse me.
focused.
Sorry.
Well, at least not on this. It might be on my other one. Majora's Mask is back there. You can't see it. I'll probably send our editor the photo, but I have a wooden shield from Zelda that my brother made because my brother's also a big fan of
Yeah.
Zelda. He made it for his wedding, and I was his best man, and he gave it to me. And it's a kick ass shield. But Zelda impacted me in a way that I don't think anything else has. I guess is what I want to say. And I want to create something like that for people, which is
Yeah.
how I feel. Uh so yeah.
Well, so mine isn't nearly as much as like I'm scared of not leaving something. It's I'm scared of like being remembered as somebody who could like who I don't know, kind of like didn't have the ability to leave something,
Mhm.
right? Like I want to be known for being like at least somewhat smart. I'm not that smart. I'm dumb,
Yeah.
and it's
Hey,
funny,
me too.
but like I'm a
And,
creative
and
person.
that's all I'm
Like
saying. That's all I'm saying.
stop, stop with the voice. Let's not do that one.
Anyways, you said you were creative.
Yes, if it's like I don't know.
Izach.
I don't want to sound like I'm just being like, well, I'm awesome and creative
Yeah.
and whatever. But it's with D&D, like in an instant, without reading any books, without assessing any things, I could just make up this world in my
Yeah.
head. And it's like, and there's rules and there's an economic system and there's people living
Mhm.
in it, and it's like
You are hella good at that.
I can I can come up with it within an instant. Like I can just off the top of my head like combine some of my favorite sources of media and make something brand new.
Yeah.
And I don't want people to know me for being like always in a bad mood or like not creative. Like I want them to be able to look at me and be like, "Oh, that's somebody who like is a fun person
Yeah.
who can create things that are important and can make a cool
Yeah,
story." Because in the end, that's all we really are. It's just a
who
story.
was forced to be friends with someone because of their band director.
Because their band director
Yeah.
said so.
Oh, speaking of which, should we explain the name of this podcast?
Oh, um, yeah, we've got
Yeah.
time. We can explain both the name and why the band director forced me to be a
Yeah.
friend.
Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with the me forcing you being forced to be my friend
Okay.
because that's the most recent thing we
So
talked about.
basically, back when so we used to live in Luxembourg, right?
Oh my God.
Luxembourg. And we went to the same school. You had been going there since what?
Third
Third
grade.
grade. You had been going there since third grade. And I had recently moved. It was our freshman year in high school. And I had recently moved from France.
Oh my God.
Listen, we just
Well,
can
so
talk. And
when he moved in, it was the middle of COVID,
yes,
right?
yes.
Like it was 2020. It was like
Pandemic was still
crazy,
happening.
like
Uh,
like
shut down.
very middle of pandemic. Like everything was still shut down. Oh my gosh,
just like
okay.
your camera.
Um, just does that not work? Can I not just cover it? No.
Perfect.
Oh, hey, that worked. Okay. Um, well, so it was like everything was shut down. It was like probably like the start of like my mental health decline. Of it was like right where it got into the low part during the
Yeah.
pandemic, where like everyone's was,
Except for me,
and
I
it was
felt
like,
great.
of course,
I
you
was
because you gotta be at
I
home and
was
play
I was
Zelda.
such an introvert. I think that was the time when I was the most introverted person. At least when it came to like
Me too.
not caring.
It didn't bother me in the
Yeah.
moment, but like once it was like over, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, so it's during the pandemic, right? And I'm moving to a new school that I've never been to. I don't know anybody there, and I'm in band, right? And I'm in percussion. And so were you, which is awesome because now we have this podcast. But
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody. The only tie I had was my dad went to high school with the band director, and as well as my uncle was in a uh, a group that he knew of as well, and he worked with him, which was cool. So basically, that was my entire tie to the drum line. Was
Yeah.
that was it? I didn't know anybody else other than the director.
Yeah. So when he came in, the way our school system is set up is it's from fifth grade to senior year of high school, so 12th grade. It is the same band teachers. Of its, it used to be two, now it's three band directors. Of its fifth grade all the way to again to senior year, it's the same directors teaching you. So it's like the only consistent form of teaching. So yeah, I'd been in band since fifth grade, and it was fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. I'd been in band, and then it was now freshman year, ninth grade,
Mm-hmm.
and it was he. Our director pulled me aside and said, "Hey, the new kid, he's new here. His uncle." And then he said some words I didn't know because it was some group I didn't know. It was like his uncle's this big drum guy,
Yeah.
and I trust that he'll be able to pick up and like be like at par with
Yeah.
us. That's the only reason he's joining freshman
Yeah.
year.
I figured out
Because normally our band doesn't let people join freshman year unless they have experience in
yeah,
band.
which I did. My band was very much different though. I didn't do band until 6th grade. I had done some percussion stuff with my brother before that because he's also a drummer. But 6th grade was my first year. And that year I had two directors. But 7th and 8th grade I only had one director, which was very
Yeah,
different. And it was only concert band. There was nothing drumline related. Also, my uncle was in the Blue Devils, I think 1993. So only 1 year. But
yeah,
it's still Blue Devils is difficult to get into. So,
yeah. It is really
but
difficult
so
to get
yeah.
into.
So then I joined this and I was like, what is happening? Well, cuz I missed
Mhm.
so many like drumline rehearsals the first year cuz I didn't know they were happening.
Well, so a lot of them were on Zoom. And it was like most of our freshman year, nothing was in person. There was nothing in
Yeah.
person. Like until we did what was it? Sarajevo,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
indoor thing. Like until we did that, there was nothing in person. It was all like a Zoom call, and it would be he would literally look at the warm ups, he'd talk through it, he'd like count it out with us, and then he'd ask for people to volunteer to play. And obviously, I was a freshman, and I did not do it ever at
Yeah.
all, and I was just trying to absorb as much as possible. But it was like it was it was horrible. Like
Yeah.
nothing in COVID, especially at the beginning, was good. Like it was early days Zoom. It did not work well. It was all
Mhm.
online. Well, so when he had pulled me aside and talked to me about, the only thing I knew about was because it had been like a week or so, um, and he had just forgotten to pull me aside. So I had seen music capabilities, and from what I had seen, I was like, oh, he's better than I am. Like he's better at music than I am. Like with everything. So he pulled me aside. And he's like, "Yeah, like this uncle did this, but yada yada yada." And it was like, kind of take him on your wing, show him the way, like show him the ways of what we're doing. And like, I didn't know how to be like, dude, it is the middle of COVID. I don't know what we do in high school. I suck. He's better than I am.
Yeah.
Like I'll be his friend. Sure, he's chill, but like I don't like he's better than me, and I don't know what's happening either.
Dude, imagine if I was a jerk. That would suck for you.
Okay, I've always said this, and I will keep saying this. You look like you'd be a douchebag.
I do. I'll admit it. Especially right now.
Like,
Dude, look at this.
especially right now with
The
your little
mullet
mullet
and the hat and the Apple Watch.
the forward-facing hat that nobody wears.
Yeah.
So take those yellow glasses
What?
off, and you look like
Sorry.
the biggest douchebag ever. Oh my god. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't like it. Put it back on.
Back to my normal self.
Wait. See if I can fix my camera. Oh my god.
No, because I used to have a really
Uh,
emo hairstyle, but I changed my ways and I look much better now.
Thank god.
Thank God.
Well, so I didn't really know anything about him, and like honestly, I was scared of him. It was like I don't know what's happening. Like, there's a lot of other older people in band who are funnier than I am, and like I didn't think you wanted to be my friend. Like I was like he doesn't
Well,
like me.
I'm
Granted, now I know like you're an
Yeah.
introvert. You're super introverted with new
Yeah.
people. Like to this day, I probably think I'm like twice as extroverted as you because I'll go to random people and just
no,
say
because
shit.
if I'm in a classroom without any of my friends, I sit as far away from people as possible, and I try to say the least amount of words as I can.
I'm the same way, which is funny considering in English with you, me, and the other
We're
Isaac,
so loud.
we are sitting in the middle. We're the middle of the classroom, and we are the loudest in the room.
Sometimes I just do it to be a power move and be like, yeah, I'm loud. I don't care. Do something about it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's how it was with math for sure.
Hey,
She got
half of
so
that
mad
wasn't
at
our
us
fault,
constantly.
though. I'm still
That's
blaming
true,
that
that's true.
on the other me.
Uh, the other,
Yeah.
yeah, because he yells when he gets mad.
Oh.
It's okay. He's so smart
He
though.
is.
Like we constantly give him shit for like being bad at explaining stuff, but like I have so much respect for that man because he's
I'm
so
still
much
mad
smarter
about
than
that
I
one
am.
math problem that he tried to explain
Oh
and
my
said
God.
we
Oh
were
my
bad at
God.
listening.
Well, so he got mad about it in physics the other day. Me and Gage, he was doing math with me and Gage, and I had previously told Gage about him saying you and I are bad at learning, and Gage was like, "Oh yeah, it's just because we're bad learners, right?" And he was giving him crap for it, and he was like, "Okay," and then didn't say a word. The rest of class, he got pissed off, and he didn't say anything, and I felt horrible. I was like, "No," like, I was like, I give you shit for this all the time, but you're so much smarter than me. I'm sorry. And it was horrible.
Oh my gosh. I would have laughed so hard. That's amazing. That's what you love to see.
Anyway, so the reason why I always make the joke that I am required by contract to be his friend is
Yeah.
because our band director did require me to be his
Yeah,
friend.
after we graduate, this podcast will be over and we will no longer be friends.
Stop! Don't! I'm actually scared that'll happen. I'm still scared you'll graduate and just be like, oh my god, I don't have to deal with this fucker anymore. Thank goodness.
No. That'd be so funny though.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be so sad. I would be so sad.
Gosh.
None of my other friends like talking to me like
Oh.
this.
You
Can't sit
won't
down
know
for
until
45 minutes to an hour at a
until the
time
day
and just
comes.
talk. I know. I feel like you're gonna like intentionally be like, all right, we graduated. I cannot respond to him for a week. And then I feel like I'll be like, it'll be like day after graduation. I'll be like, you want to hang out? You want to do something? You want to hang out?
No.
And then
No.
you'll just nothing for a whole
Well,
week.
sometimes I do that anyway,
Like-
so you might just be like, oh, he was
It's
gonna
true.
respond a
It's
week
just 'cause
later.
Because you suck at responding to
I
text.
I do. It's a bad habit. It's a really bad habit. So
That's fine. Eh.
it's fine.
I know it bothers your girlfriend way more than
It
it bugs
does,
me.
and it's bad. I've been trying to improve. I've been going to
And
therapy.
you responded pretty quickly
Been going to
today. Oh my
therapy
gosh.
in a circle. We need to explain that actually right now.
Smooth transition. We
transition.
are going to explain why this is called therapy circle.
Which also has to do with drumline. And okay.
Yes.
I like to preface this to anybody in our drumline from this year or previous years. I am allowed to use this because should I say his name?
You can say his name.
I
You can
won't.
say his,
No,
not
I
his
won't
last
say
name,
his
but his
last
first
name.
name is fine.
Chase. You know who you are. You know who you are. You stole my nickname. You stole my nickname. I know you gave it to me, but it still counts. It's still mine. Chatty the Batty. That's me. Anyways, I'm allowed to use the name now. But so basically,
Yeah.
during one time in band camp, sorry. So in band camp, every time we had lunch, drumline refused. Sorry, I have to censor that. Band directors, if you're listening to this right now, we're seniors, so I don't think you can change our grades now.
Band directors, if you're listening to this right now, thank goodness. You should tell all your friends.
Oh yeah,
and post
definitely
this on
tell
the
your
band
friends.
website.
Yeah, listen, there might be a little bit of profanity, but it's
anyway. During band camp, they our directors try to give us lunch assignments.
So like seniors sit with freshmen.
Seniors and freshmen, and then juniors with sophomores, or it's like trumpets sit with the percussionists, or clarinets sit with the trombones, whatever.
Stuff like that.
We don't.
Percussionists just refuse to do that because rather not. That's why nobody in bands knows who we are, and they're not gonna understand this podcast at all. But so basically, every time we had lunch, we did what's called therapy circle. And what we would do is we would start.
Also, I would like to say before you explain this, it is a really good icebreaker for freshmen who don't feel comfortable talking to anybody.
If you teachers, if you're watching this,
share with your friends.
Thank you, I guess. But it's a really good icebreaker. It's a really good icebreaker, low key, better than any I've ever seen. So basically, what you do is you get in a circle. It doesn't even have to be a circle, just like a general round shape. But so what you do is you start by saying, usually like the person next to you, or you can just point to a random person and be like, "Hey, you eating the chips, Yeah, who are you?
Hi.
Are you?
My name is Aiden.
Hi, Aiden." And then everybody says, "Hi, Aiden." I'm gonna
or whatever their name
whatever
is.
their name is. Hi.
Insert name here.
And then you say, "All right, what's your problem?" Did we already?
And they have to come up with a problem. There has to be an answer.
And usually,
there's no like, "Oh, I have no problem. Today's fine." It's no, you have to give a problem, no matter what it is. If it's a real problem, or if it's you just saying, "My toast tastes weird."
Yeah. Usually in band camp, it's really easy to come up with a problem because it'll be like, "Oh, I'm really tired," or "Oh, I'm really sunburnt."
Yeah.
But even with anything else, I think it's so good because now it's a podcast.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But yeah, that
is the naming of our
podcast. Our origin story.
Our origins, yes.
So that's that, and I'm still.
So we're about at. Yeah, we're about at 35 minutes right now. Do you want to get back into the friendship thing?
Yes.
Because I know only I really talked. I would love to hear something.
Okay. So starting from my childhood, I guess I can think a little bit back to pre-K. Dude, weirdest thing. Back in pre-K, I had a girlfriend. Which, now that I think about it, is really weird. It's really, yeah, it's true. I did. Dude, you know what's even crazier? She named her baby brother after me. I'm not joking. It was in.
That's so weird.
To be fair, she was still in pre-K. Okay, we were both still in pre-K, so it's fine.
Okay.
Right. But after that, I think she moved to another school. Or no, she moved to Colorado, I think.
Africa. She moved to
Yep,
Africa.
exactly.
Actually, Canada. The country,
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
She's one of the 3 people that live in
Yeah.
Canada now.
But she moved. So then in kindergarten, I don't think I knew nearly anybody, but I somehow became friends with uh a few people that two of them I'm still friends with today. The two of them are Zach and Jackson. You guys are watching this. You guys know who you are. Okay. But back in kindergarten,
Oh, it's the friends I'm
yeah,
not
it's
allowed
the
to
friends you're
meet.
not allowed to meet, and they're not allowed to meet you either. So
I still don't understand why we can't meet each other.
listen, you guys basically did when we were building my PC.
Okay, that was me. I was in charge of all the camera things because you know nothing about lighting, and you needed somebody to read the
Yep.
chat, and then they just showed
They
up.
did. I
at
was
your
I was like,
house.
huh? Why are they here?
Did you save that stream on your channel?
No, I don't think so. I don't even think I have the VOD.
Go check out Izach Gaming on Twitch.
Yeah,
IZACH_gaming on Twitch.
yeah. I don't stream very often, but you should do it. But
We have 2 clips from our cooking one
we
that
do.
I didn't
But
know
two of them,
existed.
they're like they're like right after one another. One of them is just like you saying a joke, and the other one is like me trying to save the clip of it.
What?
I don't even know how it happened, but
Whatever.
so I met them in kindergarten, and they're still my friends to this day. But then in first grade, my best friend, he moved. You good?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
I got it. Stop flashing.
He moved from California. He was from Oakland. I think what happened is he moved from Oakland to Texas, and then Texas to my school at the time. And so, literally, the way we became friends was such random chance because it was first grade, and I was. Keep in mind, I was like one of the smarter kids from like first grade to maybe like seventh or eighth grade. I'll say till eighth grade at least. Uh, so we were doing a math assignment. I don't remember what it was at all, but she was our teacher. She was like, "Oh, hey, can you work with the new student?" And I think what had happened is I had been gone. I was like sick the day before, and so I was like, "Oh, who's this?" I was like, and someone was like, "Oh, that's the new kid," and then she was like, "Oh, go with the new kid." I was like, "Okay," and then just while doing the homework assignment or the math assignment, I was just like, "Hey, you want to be friends?" And then he was like, "Sure."
That's the best way to get friends. I will die on that hill. It's the best way to get friends ever. Hey, you want to be my
You want to
friend?
be my friend? It was literally so good. And then we were friends. I think he had been introduced to Zach before he knew me because I think I was sick. And so they knew each other. And so it was perfect because then we started. That was basically the start of our friend group. And we are also still friends to this day, which is great.
Not to be that guy, but you don't have a podcast with him, so.
Well, I could.
Wait.
Well, let's say episode
I mean,
4, there will no longer be Ace of Spades _28. You're getting kicked off.
I'm back.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
sorry.
nah,
I
nah. Oh, okay.
apologize.
He's back.
Oh.
I'm just kidding, guys. But then basically from there we were friends up until middle school. Well, we were still friends in middle school. But then Fortnite.
Did that divide your
No,
friend group
it
or
brought it
something?
even
It made it
closer
sound like that was like
together.
the. Oh,
We
it made
added
it sound like that was like the
we
end of your friend
we
group.
added a new person, and his name is
And we were friends until
Fortnite. No, we played so much Fortnite, and we introduced. I guess I was introduced to Thomas. Uh, I had known of Thomas through other friends that knew him, but I had never been actually like I had never actually talked with him. Up until we played Fortnite. So Fortnite is kind of the reason that I have the friend group I do today. So that's the only thing I can thank Fortnite for. But then I was friends to him. Hey, I introduced him to JoJo, and now he's a JoJo fan. He used to be a My Hero Academia fan, but now he's a JoJo fan, which is better.
Thank goodness you've saved him.
Yes. So I got him into JoJo's, and now we're best friends, and we are all still friends to this day. But then I moved and I don't talk to him that much, which is sad because they're my
So you've pretty much merged into ours, though.
yeah. Yes, I'm now part of this
Pretty
friend group.
much. You are merged
Yeah.
into ours. Yeah.
Yeah. I still sometimes feel like an outsider though. And I'm like, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, like, you guys, I don't know if this is like an old thing, but you guys talk about Grian, the Minecraft YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've never watched this dude ever.
But that's also because we're just a lot more into Minecraft. Sorry, I'm taking my shoes off right now.
Why
My
you-
feet just
Why are you
started
wearing
hurting.
shoes, bro?
I've been wearing them all day. It's my first time. Oh, my toesies are breathing again. Oh, thank goodness.
Reminds me of the clip where Fitz like finishes a round. He says, "I play better with my toes out."
That's crazy.
So good.
Well, so with like talking about Grian, it's not that like I don't know. It's the same thing when you guys talk about like Attack on Titan
Mhm.
for me. It's like we're just like don't get me wrong. I play a lot of games. However, me and Gage and Lance, the game all three of us have played the most is Minecraft. And it's like literally like even after we're done recording this episode, I think it's like 2 or 3 YouTube videos that I'm wanting to watch
Mhm.
tonight that are just people on the Hermitcraft server.
Yeah.
Of it's just like it's gonna be like I'm gonna be up for like an hour and a half playing Minecraft for this just because I like doing that.
Going back to last episode, I'm
Which-
going to be up playing Elden Ring so I can finish the game before the DLC comes out.
You haven't finished the game?
Well, I have on my PS4, but not on my PC.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you've like never finished the game. I'm like the
On my
What?
PS4, I have nearly 200 hours on one playthrough. And
it's a
and
big
on
number.
my PC, I got it a couple weeks ago. I already have 11 hours, which isn't that much, but
That's not much, but that's not bad
Okay.
either.
so I'm 1/20th of the way to fulfilling what my PlayStation playthrough was like. But I'm probably not gonna play as much. Like I'm not gonna explore as much. But anyways, yeah, you guys like Minecraft more than I do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably because I always played games by myself as a kid. Because like I would always Zelda is single player, Mario is mostly single player. Uh, because nobody would ever play with me, other than when it was like family gatherings.
That's so
Well,
sad.
my parents were usually like doing something, or like I just got home from school. I was like, I have nothing better to do. I'm gonna go play games. My parents are busy.
That's just probably it's also just oh my god. Stupid ass webcam. That's probably just like with how you grew up as like an only
Yeah.
child. I mean you're not an
Yeah,
only
I
child,
have
but, like,
siblings, but I grew up like
you know
an
what I
only
mean.
child.
Yeah. Well, so with me and Skylar, it's like, um, I'm not gonna explain my whole family dynamic because that'll take a whole nother episode in and of itself. But it's like me and Skylar are the only two full blood siblings in my family, and we are always the two that switch back and forth between my mom's and my dad's
Yeah.
house. So it's like between going those two, I've always just been the closest.
Wait, can I
with
ask you
him
a question?
Because
Do you
Yeah,
call
go
your
for it.
siblings mudbloods?
what? No,
Like the Harry Potter thing.
Well, so I don't.
Do you call them muggles?
I don't know. Only the adopted ones.
That's so bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I brought that up.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So I have. I'll try to explain this. I have 8 siblings. 3 are adopted. Uh, 3 are half siblings. 1 is my brother, and 1 is my stepbrother. So me and Skylar, my only other brother, like full blood brother, uh, are 2 years apart, and we grew up. We're the ones who grew up switching back and forth between houses. Um, all my stepbrother is born exactly 2 years and a month before I am. Actually, fun fact, I don't know if you know this, Isaac. Skylar's birthday is June 1st. My stepbrother's is July 1st, and mine is August 1st.
Good.
So it's bam, bam, bam. One after the gave up
What
on that
just
sentence.
happened?
I stuttered
Oh,
and then bass dropped.
yeah. You did?
Anyway, I've like I mean that's also again how it's affected my friendship. If it's um I played such a major role of being like a second
Mhm,
character to my brother, and it's like I've always had him to try and live up to, I
mhm,
guess. Like my first time playing Minecraft, he was in 5th grade, I think. I was in 3rd or something like that. And he was playing it with his friend and they were playing like we were on the 360 and he was playing and he like had been playing for like an hour before our parents made him let me join.
uh-huh,
So like he knew what he was doing and I had no idea what I was doing. So it was like being 2 years younger, being the younger brother, neither of them wanted to play with me
mhm,
obviously. And I spent the whole first hour being like, "What's this? What does this do?
yeah,
How do I do this? What's happening?"
yeah,
And and he hated it the whole time because it's like, "Oh, it's just stupid younger brother." And it's like, so then I just like from there I kind of just lived with watching. Like he played through the first 2 Assassin's Creed games, I watched.
yeah,
My dad played through Dishonored, I watched.
mhm,
Like that, I just grew up being somebody who's like, if like in order to get my attention, like I have a long attention span. Like I can watch video essays, I can sit down and watch a movie in one
yeah,
sitting and not fall asleep just because that's how I've grown up.
yeah,
And it's like granted it's changed with how I've gotten older and it's like I've because I was able to watch so much when I was younger, I literally had so much time sitting back and
mhm,
observing that I think that's probably why I'm so good at trying to be creative. Like why I try to be creative all the time.
yeah,
Of it's like there's all these medias in my head of it's like these are really cool. Like Dishonored, it's a whole thing about a private cult that gives you magic powers in a medieval
yeah,
town. Assassin's Creed is basically the same
yeah,
thing, except it's assassins.
mhm,
Uh, I've watched people play through Halo. I've watched all the Harry Potter movies way too many times.
mhm,
Star Wars, Doctor Who,
mhm,
uh, like just so many random ass TV shows that I just absorb information in, and I can just use that idea and like I can sit down and watch a 4 hour video about like a 4 hour video essay about creative writing because I can imagine and see things in my head of it's like, oh, this story did really good with writing a character and like how it interacts with people and how it does things. Because
oh.
oh my fucking god, this webcam. Oh my god. Come on.
That sucks, man. That
Okay,
sucks.
whatever. Uh oh it moved down. I'm gonna move it back up. Anyway, I've just like it's changed how I am as a
Yeah,
person because I grew up being a background NPC.
yeah,
And that's how my friendships have changed. There was a turning point though. I think I've told you
yeah.
this. There was oh my god. I'm not gonna
Don't
even
even
fix
worry
it.
about it.
I'm just gonna let it happen. Uh when I was friends with Chase and Mac and Bryce, um Chase's girlfriend, this was like 8th grade
Mhm,
year or so, she came to me and was like she confided in me, which was the first time a woman ever confided in me.
mhm,
Crazy thought, because my only other relationship was a girl I knew for 2 years and then dated for a year, and then broke up with because I'm a
mhm,
dumbass. Well, so she confided in me, and it was like the first time somebody who wasn't like hadn't been my friend for a long period of time confided in me.
yeah,
But it was also like I knew how to handle a relationship,
mhm,
kind of. So she was talking to me. She was like, "Oh, being with my boyfriend all the time makes me uncomfortable."
Oh.
And I was like, "Okay, throwing that out there. That's probably a good sign. You shouldn't be with said boyfriend." And I understand this person is literally my best friend, but if you feel how you were saying you do, then you should not be with
Hmm.
him. That is not something that you should
Yeah.
do. Oh my god, can I not fix this?
I believe in you. I've been telling you all of today, bro. I believe in you.
Got
Hey.
it. All right.
Sorry, I
Okay,
bumped my
that's
mic.
good. uh, so once I had given that advice, we like I basically kind of talked her through the breakup,
Mhm.
which I mean I felt bad about because obviously it's like again it was my best friend, but also if she was as comfortable as she said she was, they shouldn't be dating. Like it shouldn't you shouldn't be with somebody who you feel uncomfortable with. And it's like okay, sure. So then my I mean he didn't want to be my friend anymore, obviously, which is completely and I can't blame him for that because it's like oh my best friend just talked my girlfriend through breaking up with me.
Mhm.
And it's like, I understand not wanting to be like not wanting to be friends with me after that. I get that, but in like he didn't even blame it on that when he decided he didn't want to be my friend anymore. He didn't even say it's like, oh well, I'm having relationships with issues with this girl and you're not helping.
Yeah.
I got this.
Oh.
Hold on,
Oh,
I'll fix
no.
it again. I got this.
Good. Oh,
Okay,
you just look
got it.
really green.
It was. It's just, I can't really fix
Yeah.
that.
No, it's good. It's good. It adds to the
I can't
podcast.
find more warmth. Oh, opera's opening.
Oh,
Is that have more warmth? Oh, that's really
no.
dark. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Oh my god.
This podcast is going off the rails.
this episode is running a little bit longer than we planned it
Yeah.
to, just because that's whatever. I'm good
It's
with that. It's
fine.
fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, so like he unfriended me and he worded it as, "Oh, well, you're becoming more rude," and it was like playing the NPC friend for so long. It's you get a lot of shit. Like a lot of people make fun of you.
Yeah.
Like you're even like basically what I do to my friends now
Mhm.
is what I would get. If it's like I constantly give you guys shit, like literally multiple times just this episode, I've looked at you and just been like, I hate
Mhm.
you. Like
Mhm.
shut the fuck up. I
Mhm.
hate you. It's like I say that out of love because like if I actually hated you, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
here. I wouldn't be putting an effort to talk to you right now and be able to share
Mhm.
this with people. Like I don't hate you. And like it was just a sudden day that change happened. Of it's like I was like I was getting shit for being like just for being me. And finally I started doing it back to
Mhm.
him and like to them in the group. And I got backlash for it. Like they were like, "Oh, well you're oh my god." They were like, "Oh, well you're different now. Like you're so much more rude now." And it's like I don't feel bad about that. Like I'm doing the same thing to you that you treat me like and I don't feel bad about
Yeah.
that at all.
Yeah. You go, Aiden. You
So
you
it
you tell
and
him.
that was and that was like my first big switch to like how I am now of it's like I wasn't just an NPC friend anymore. It was I found a new friend group in like other Isaac.
Yeah.
He was like was I don't know if he still is because he's pretty closely tied to you and Gage. Is like he became my best friend. Just don't smile at me covering up my camera to fix it.
I
Shut
have
up.
to.
Uh, that's fair. Like he was my close friend, and it was like I mean I kind of became the whole reason why they unfriended me.
Mhm.
It was like I give a lot of shit to people, but like like he does it back to me, right?
Yeah.
Like you've seen us
Yeah.
talk and hang out, like we both do it to each other. We constantly give each other
Mhm.
shit. It's like we don't mean anything bad by it because that's how our friendship dynamic
Yeah.
is, and that's how most of my friendship dynamics are.
Yeah.
Like even with my girlfriend, like we constantly making fun of each other and giving each other shit because it's
Mhm.
funny because that's what our humor is,
Good.
and I don't feel bad about that.
Good. Good.
Anyway, I do want to let you talk. I know I've dominated this
No, 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 no.
episode
It's
and I'm
good. It's
hosting it. And I
good.
feel really
You're
bad about
hosting.
it.
You're hosting. So I
But that,
talked a
so I
lot.
feel like if I'm hosting, then I feel like you should
Well,
be
I talked
talking
a lot in
more.
the last episode about Elden Ring, so it's only fair. He's covering up his camera
It's
again.
okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna keep covering it up until it fixes itself.
Take a hammer. Yeah.
No, I'm never gonna use this webcam again. Just for the record,
Yes.
these 2 episodes are gonna be the only
Yeah.
ones.
Yes. Um. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I should say after that. I don't know. I feel like I've always been this. I don't want to say the same because it definitely changed a lot over the years,
Yeah,
but it's not. I don't think it's nearly as much as like big of a change as you have. I think I've definitely become.
that was a nod. I know it didn't look like it. I am nodding right now.
I think I've definitely become a nicer person and a more talkative person. I would say.
Yeah,
At
I would
least,
agree.
or like I definitely like will go out of my way to make sure if somebody is like, "Oh, hey, you doing good?" Or like I will do it to the point of
Like
annoyance.
you'll check in with
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Like no matter who it is, even if I barely know them. Like especially with like people in drumline, I'm like, "You good? You good? You got it?" They'll be like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "All right, cool." Um, but I definitely I don't know. I just feel like I haven't changed it like that much, and probably because I haven't changed like, my friend groups haven't changed that much other than from, uh, middle school to high school, which is probably where that change came from, which is definitely for the better, but,
Yeah,
uh, I just I still feel like I could be the kid from 10 years ago that I was. Like, if I were to go back right now, I would
yeah,
probably still be him.
yeah.
Um,
I definitely don't think I could go
yeah.
back. Like like with my parents being separated and like how I've grown up. It's very different in how I've like was have been raised. If it's like I lived in the what do we say? What was I don't know the town name. I closed the tab. Whatever.
Brudges.
I lived there. Yeah, Bruges. And then I moved. Oh my god. Like I had a friend group there in kindergarten, and then I had a different one there in like second grade, and then I had a different one in third and fourth grade, and then a different one in fifth and sixth and seventh, and now I'm have the one I currently have, which has been like eighth through now.
Mhm.
It's like I've gone through so many different like friend dynamics, and it's changed so
I know.
drastically for
It
me.
was weird because I felt like such an outsider coming into this group because I thought your guys' friend group was like the same as my old one. Like you guys had been friends since like kindergarten or first grade. And then I realized,
No,
oh, it was just 1 year ago, essentially.
yeah,
Like, dang.
well, because you joined like last year, right? Like I think this year has been like I say this year, uh, senior year, you've been a lot more involved with our group
Yes.
than you ever have been in the
Yeah.
past. But like, oh my god, this stupid camera! I swear to fucking god. Um, well, so like uh with all the things that we do, and even like most recently, like we've in the past, like junior year, if we were doing something like social with
Mhm.
people, like it'd be me and Gage and Isaac and Lance and maybe Caleb.
Yeah.
But like this year, like Lance has his new friend group and Caleb doesn't even like ever talk to
Yeah.
us. It's like it's basically only like you, me, Isaac, and
Yeah.
Gage. Like it's only us four now that do things when we go
Mhm.
out. Oh my god, I give up. I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna open your tab really big, and then I'm gonna focus on yours so I can't. Oh, it stopped flashing. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Well, it's like the only reason, and I feel bad. I felt bad when you became our friend. The only reason why it felt like we'd been friends for so long is because, like, I mean, I've been friends with like Gage and Lance and Caleb for 4 years, but also like not. I
Yeah.
guess like because we were friends during like COVID, but like I never played games with them. Like I wasn't friends with them through the thing of like I was in a Discord server with them and occasionally would play Minecraft with them.
Yeah.
Like the only person I ever hung out with or talked to the whole time was Isaac and JC,
Mhm.
which I felt bad, especially because Gage was really hesitant to include you in our friend
Yeah.
group.
This goes out to Gage. Gage, you're just a hater.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
just a
Gage is a hater.
hater. No, I'm just kidding.
So it's funny because it's
Gage, you're
like,
awesome.
because he and I had talked about it, and like, he was really hesitant to let you in, and I'm assuming it's because, like we've already addressed today, you look like a douchebag. like, you look like somebody who like would not be a pleasant person to
Oh
be
yeah.
friends with. No
No, I definitely
offense.
don't.
Um, and he was really hesitant because he was like he like it, he always felt, and me again, Gage and I have talked about this. It was he always felt like I had like sophomore year when I became friends
Hmm.
with you. He always felt like it was like a different group from
Yeah.
ours. If it was like, oh, it's our gaming friend group, and then it was my drumline friend group,
Yeah.
and it was never they never could cross because nobody because you didn't game with us, and because he wasn't in
Mhm.
drumline. So it was like, oh, crossing would not be
Yeah.
easy, which is why it changed pretty much when you bought a computer. Of it's okay, now you're here with us gaming in our
Hmm.
environment, but also during band.
Yeah. Because like my idea is that drumline are friends, but they're not a friend group. Like you don't actively
Yeah,
seek to hang out with them usually, other than if it's like band stuff or like after band stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I was definitely like, I like felt really weird because I was like, well, am I in the friend group or not? Because I have no other friend group, so I think I am, but
yeah,
also maybe not.
yeah.
Which
I felt like I really wanted you to be part of our friend group, but I think probably the biggest thing stopping you was because you didn't have a
yeah,
computer, and because our whole group like even now we hang out in person, but like 90% of the time we're talking, it's like through
yeah.
Discord, and it's which granted I'm glad you're part of our friend group because I like being your friend, even though I'm still certain you're gonna leave once we graduate. Uh, don't react like that. Don't okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm glad you were my friend.
I'm glad you're my
You're
friend too, Aiden.
you're a good friend.
Thanks, band director. This is all your fault.
Yes,
I mean,
thank you, band
all to
director.
you. Is it all your
It's all
fault,
to you
or
that
is
we
it all
have a
thanks to you?
podcast.
We don't know.
I don't like that
We don't
you're
know.
using
We don't
this.
know. I
You're
guess
using two different
when it comes to
phrases
graduation,
so
we'll
that one is
find out.
positive and
We'll
one is
find
like,
out.
stop, stop. This isn't funny. This isn't funny. I'm so worried.
Maybe you should be. Maybe you shouldn't be. Maybe
All
I don't
right, thank
know.
you so much everybody for watching today. We, are you good if we wrap
Yeah,
up
yeah.
now?
This is
Any
a little
any
bit
any final
of a
things?
longer short episode. Um,
Yeah.
the
I'm sorry I dominated this
no,
conversation.
no,
I
it's
feel
great.
bad.
We get your it's your origin story. Last week
My origin
was
story.
our origin story. Now it's your origin story.
So is next week yours?
I don't. We haven't recorded that yet.
That's fair.
So
It only gets
yeah, it
worse.
only gets worse from here. But also it gets better. And we don't know.
We
We have to
we
see when the
did
graduation
peak
comes.
at episode 1.
Yeah,
Stop
episode
saying
1 is
that.
the peak,
Okay.
really.
Yeah.
Uh, so,
Um.
but you should keep watching because Gage Gaming 360.
uh.
That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
Thank you, everybody.
That's
Thank you guys so
that's
much for
that's all
watching.
I'm saying.
Stop.
Sorry,
Don't
I'll let you outro.
don't
I'll let
recall
you
it back to the
outro.
beginning. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, um, do the things. Either that's a follow or whatever, a subscribe or a like or whatever the thing is, whatever platform you are currently listening on. Please consider doing it. I think we're interesting people. Oh, perfect. We'll end with my camera flashing. Uh, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. This will be episode 2. Check out episode 1.5.
What?
No, there's no
This is
camera.
episode 3.
No, this is episode 3. This is episode 3.
This guy.
Check out episode 2 and episode 1.5. We definitely didn't record this on the same day.
Oh, wait. We have to do the clap sync.
Oh, we do clap sync. Okay. 5.
Oh, that was a really loud clap. I hope it didn't wake up my
Oh,
parents.
that was also a really loud clap. Okay.
Sorry. Thanks. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much.
Peace.
Have a good one.